Do you want to get married in a slice of Smoky Mountain heaven where it's cozy and intimate, just the basics, and ditching the list? You know the list I'm talking about. The guest list, the +1 list, the menu list, the decor list. The list can go on, overwhelming you and adding to the cost. Well, hello, I am Regina at the Honeysuckle Hills wedding venue in the mountains of Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg. I'm your planner, your coordinator, and sometimes even your photographer. And this video is about our Simply the Ceremony package at Honeysuckle Hills. I tried to name my wedding packages to reflect what they are. Here is a quick summary of what is included in the Simply the Ceremony package. You're going to have half an hour from the time your ceremony starts until you leave for that ceremony and any pretty pictures that you want to take. Whether that is selfies or a family friend taking your pictures or a professional photographer, because this package is priced both with and without a professional photographer. It's also going to include your ceremony officiant or preacher and a coordinator. That's me, Regina. And I love hosting weddings for great couples like you with beautiful love stories. I get to meet the most interesting people from all over the United States and from other countries. So feel welcome and feel loved when you come through our doors. This package is our most affordable because it fills last-minute openings or little holes in our schedule. That said, you can't book it more than 3 months in advance unless it's for an off-season month like January or February, or a semi-off-season month like July and August. This is for couples who want no frills, no fuss, and no planning. I'm going to make it so easy for you. A spontaneous, last-minute decision that now is the time for you to be married and share a sacred moment together. In keeping with simplicity, you'll arrive dressed and ready for your ceremony. The first thing I'll do is offer you a bottle of water and tell you where the restrooms are, and then we'll go over the details and I'll help you find the perfect ceremony site. Before we go too much further, the Simply the Ceremony is best for just the two of you. It is going to be a more relaxing and peaceful experience if you don't have anybody with you. Now, we will welcome up to 4 more people as a courtesy. We realize that it's very difficult to tell your parents, for example, that they can't come to your wedding. However, the number of people with you is going to set the pace of your event. For example, if it's just the two of you, it's going to be a more peaceful, relaxing experience with a focus on the love that you have for each other. The more people you have, the faster the pace is, because we have to make sure that everything is completed within that half-hour time period. Let's get back to those beautiful ceremony sites that we have at Honeysuckle Hills. You won't have to choose where you get married until you arrive on wedding day, and I recommend not stressing yourself out going through all of our social media pages and all the pictures online, because honestly, you won't know what the weather is like or what's in bloom until you actually get here. There's a lot of seasonal aspects to our venue, and it can change literally from one day to the next. So when you get here, I'll help you find the perfect place to get married. It might be at our willow tree, at our stone arch, or it might be at our wooden arbor next to a mountain ridge right alongside our creek. If it rains, we can easily, at a moment's notice, allow you to use our wedding chapel upstairs, or you can use the Creekside Pavilion. It's open air, so if there's a really big windy rainstorm, you might want to use the wedding chapel upstairs instead, but there are options if it rains, and they're ready at a moment's notice. We also have 2 clear umbrellas on hand at all times, but we want you to be safe. If there's lightning, we sure don't want you to get struck by it, so use those umbrellas with caution. I know you love those mountain views, so we have a Lover's Cove area with its own parking lot, and we also have a mountain adventure site. The mountain adventure site is one of my favorites because I drive you up there in my Jeep. It's at the top of our pasture field. Beautiful view, so secluded, you'll be all alone, everything to yourself. It is just for the two of you, so if you do have up to 4 people with you, you'll have to choose the Lover's Cove area instead. Now, it should also be noted, because the Simply the Ceremony has a shorter time period, you won't be able to use both the main grounds and the mountain view areas unless you add a little extra time. In our Simply the Ceremony booking form, there's a little box you can check that adds about 15 more minutes of venue and possibly even photography time to your package so that you do have enough time to use both those areas. All of our wedding packages are priced either with or without professional photography. With the Simply the Ceremony package, if you choose not to have professional photography, then as your coordinator, I will take a photo of the two of you with your phone after the ceremony, and then the two of you can take selfies for the rest of your time or just walk hand in hand enjoying the beautiful natural surroundings at our venue. If you choose the option with professional photography, you'll be able to choose between me or my daughter-in-law, Sierra. I've been a professional photographer full-time for well over 20 years until this year. In 2026, I am a semi-retired photographer. The Simply the Ceremony package is one of the only packages that I will do photography for. My daughter-in-law, Sierra, with Sierra Bonneville Photography, well, I taught her everything she knows several years ago, and she has expanded on that with her creativity and her knowledge base, honestly. So she is even better than me. We're going to give you a copyright release so that you can print and share these images to your heart's content. And yes, you can bring your own photographer always at Honeysuckle Hills. Another common question I get asked about our Simply the Ceremony package is, can I have pictures with your horses or with the old truck? And well, the answer is yes. If you just want pictures at the old truck or with the horses in the background, just let us know. Keep in mind, it takes about 10 minutes for that particular photo session because we're taking you inside the horse pasture and we have to make sure that we feed the horses at a safe distance to satisfy some insurance liability requirements. And if you want pictures with the horses running around you and approaching closely enough to touch, there is an extra fee for that. And both Sierra and myself have the required insurance liability to do that particular photo session with the horses. If you want a family friend to take pictures of you inside the horse field, for example, with an iPhone or with their own personal camera, as long as the horses are kept in the background only and they do not approach you or run around you, yes, it's absolutely fine. Just remember that it takes about 10 minutes to get you in and out of the horse field. You might want to add a little extra time just so you don't feel rushed through the experience. So let's wrap this up. If you're a couple wanting to get married last minute in the Smoky Mountain area of Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, you don't want to spend a lot of money, but you don't want to go on the cheap either. You want great value for what you're getting. You want loving people to guide you through the process, a backup plan if it rains, beautiful places for ceremony and your photos. Well, Honeysuckle Hills Simply the Ceremony package may be perfect for you. There are links in the description of this video on how to reach out to me, and it will be a pure joy to help you walk through the entire process of getting married here in the mountains. And I can't wait to see you